Hello, my gorgeous beings. I'm actually just chilling in front of, you can see my Christmas tree by the fire, drinking some tea as I was taking in, I was doing a little bit of sun gazing before the sun's going down over there. And I wanted to, what I was thinking about is the stage or state I find myself kind of in right now. I'm experiencing going from being a lighthouse to a sun. And influencing the world in a greater degree. And, you know, it's interesting as our deep internal limiting beliefs and the things that we are and we believe that we are and we're just so trained in, as we hit those comfort zones of what's next and allowing to receive a greater degree of love from the world and abundance and offering at a greater degree, you know, how things can show up into wanting to keep us in what we feel is safe. And this last week I even had a crazy thing show up with my foot, which foot is fear of moving forward in life. And as I looked at the internal emotion and was processing where, you know, the physical symptom and what it's connected to, it was like not being clear in my understanding and changing with the times. So I was like, it's totally what's coming up for me right now, because I'm finding myself in this place of course, you know, I'm about to launch worldwide with some of the most, you know, biggest businesses and celebrities in the world, selling my programs and shifting my message going to the entire world and giving the gifts and the tools that I know created freedom for me and that just, you know, are my genius. And I didn't find myself really excited, meaning like, you know, just I'm in this discovery phase of like, well, you know, what can I really allow myself to be so in this place of receiving at a whole new level that I can receive at this degree and I can literally have the time and space in my schedule at this degree. And it truly is this energy of wealth, which there is no need to accumulate more. Everything is drawn based on inspiration. So even recently taking on, you know, one of my personal clients I took at the lowest level that I'm even offering now versus filling that spot with someone that would be $1 million client. And that was because the money doesn't matter. It's about the energy or the vibration or the divine contract, the feeling of like, you know, I'm meant to connect with this person and assist or support and just guide and be a mirror and a light and all this for this person, because based on what they're capable of doing for the world will create such a greater shift in vibration degree that it has nothing to do with me seeking money. The money is not, the number doesn't matter. And people know this that are trying to get into my retreats, etc. It's like, it's very much, you know, a limited space, because it's not about numbers and feeling in all these people or, you know, me going after followers, or we don't accept sells for people just because they want to get in. It's very much to us aligned to a fuck yes fit on both sides. And what I mean by all this is that even in, you know, being in this energy of that you're in this state of being of wealth, which is an energy. It's not money. A lot of people can think that people with money are wealthy, but that's not true. And so there's never this needing anything outside of you or seeking anything outside of you. It's simply this vibration of accepting and receiving. I do and create based on what I feel guided and inspired to do and where I get these thoughts and ideas, because I'm an open tool and vessel that just goes, ooh, oh, that feels good. This feels good. So there is no doing. There's just actually allowing. It's like, ooh, it's what feels good. It's not, I have to do anything, so I don't ever need to accumulate more. I just am in the beingness of my human experience and what feels good and what I lean into and what else I get to learn and how else I get to grow and expand. And through that understanding of my experience is when then there's the inspiration of what I get to share and how that creates value for others, and then I receive more value. And even last week, just being in this, like, can I really like have nothing on my schedule and just really tune in, like, you know, what do I want to create? Versus having a lot of like, oh, I want to, you know, like I want to create all these things for my peeps, like my Epic Relationships program that just came out, my money mindset, etc. Yet there's just complete open space to allow yourself to receive and be at a greater degree. And so that's kind of the shift for me of like even seeing what comes up for me in, am I really safe to do this? And I'll give you kind of a backstory to this, and the fact that it was a couple years ago when I, you know, got offered to do national television that instantly my right foot actually showed up, which was the masculine, the doing, the moving forward. See, interesting, my left foot shows up, which is the receiving and the feminine. And so my right foot showed up, and I recognized and processed that if I was seen at a greater degree, even on national TV, then there was this fear of being unsafe, because my past experiences, rape attempts, kidnappers, had a stalker when I was 11. So it's like, if I'm seen, I'm unsafe. And obviously, I don't give a fuck about that anymore, because I'm very much like, the more I'm seen and heard, the more value I'm giving to the world. And it's just a reflection of how much I love myself and how much I'm willing to receive. So what I want you to the main point of all this is getting curious. You know, like curiosity is faith energy. It's love energy. It's creation energy. It's curiosity, wonderment, excitement. And just recently, I think I had posted like, you know, what if you asked what's right about this? So it's curiosity. I'm in a new discovery phase of what is that next thing I'm feeling drawn to, and the next, you know, things that I get to expand into to give gifts to the world. And I'm in a curiosity. It's not a, but most people, some people might be that like, oh, like I don't know what to do. I'm like, no, I'm super excited. And years ago, when I first got divorced and found myself, you know, having had a cheating husband and like moving from perfectionist identity that only showed up how other people wanted me to, also was like, well, what do I love and who am I and what do I want to do? I had to get curious, and it actually can be a very exciting game. So I just want to share that with you guys, that, you know, using curiosity, if your main focus was curiosity, even like what does that person mean and what could I do for you know, to serve the world at a greater degree, or getting curious, your mind will always find the solutions and the answers, and it will always come to you. It's always within, it's never without. So I just felt like I got to share that with you guys as I was getting curious right now. So I love you guys. Power choice is yours. Choose your best life. Lock it down.